Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Sweaty Zeus coming to you again with the next episode. We're gonna go do Paladin Isaac's quest line. So we've already grabbed all the vestiges. I'll probably make a separate video showing where they all are. You can easily look up on Fextra Life and see where they are if you need to know where they are. But they're in the walkthroughs. We go through in each area. So, anyways, I'm gonna work my way over to his little boss fight area. We're gonna fight him. And then we'll need to fight him in our encounter with the LightReaper, which in the walkthrough actually took the LightReaper out in FIFA the Chill Curse, which is early. So if you do that, you actually can't finish Isaac's quest line. These two swords I have are the LightReaper swords that you get after defeating the LightReaper, or you can get after defeating the LightReaper. And they do like a special flame AoE. But yeah, so basically, because I defeated the LightReaper early, I didn't realize at the time, because I'd recorded, that a few weeks ago, that you have to finish Isaac's quest line, Paladin Isaac's quest line, in order for these to do the big flame AoE that the LightReaper does when he has them. So this is New Game Plus. You can probably see I just picked that item up. Didn't pick up because I already have it. So over by that cliff is the last one of the stigmas for Isaac. You're going to have to get all of them. I think there are 5. There's another one right at the start of the Chill Curse. And like I said, you can look up where those are, and I'll put all this in a separate video so you can see where they all are. But anyways, so I had to record this later and add it in and get through another playthrough in order to get it all. So, but yeah, I upgraded these swords to +10 because I was excited, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get both those swords this time and get them to +10, both of them. So I used 2 chunks, and then it didn't work, and I was like, oh, I was so disappointed. So, anyways, we're gonna get it this time, so it'll be nice. And once you beat the LightReaper, like I said, then they will do the special move, which there's only like a couple weapons in the game. 2 at launch. There was Pieda's sword with Elaine the Starved, which we'll get at the end of the playthrough since we're doing the Umbral finish, the Umbral ending. And also at the end of this episode, we'll deviate between there's a choice you have to make between the endings, so you'll be able to go one way. There's where we go over there. You can go one way if you want to do Umbral, and one way if you want to do either Radiance or Inferno endings. So let me get this pulled out, and then I'll get my stuff adjusted. Okay, we're all good now. Again, there's still an issue on PS5 causing things to glitch in Umbral a little bit. So ignore that. Once you flay him, the fight will start. Shouldn't be too hard if you've, played through all the content. But yeah, you'll get the ability to, and like I was saying, he's the character who gave us the lamp at the start of the game. And he's the optional starting class if you have the, whatever it's called, the pre-order deluxe edition. So, but if you do all this, you'll be able to start with his armor. We'll actually get his armor set after the fight, too. But defeating his thing will just let you have it as a starting class. And then we'll get his pendant in Brahma's castle as well. So, he'll be able to get all his gear, and his sword we'll get this episode, too. He's not too tough, though. He's got a long sword, so he's got pretty good range. But it's just gonna feel kind of like a PvP fight with like a not very skilled PvP player. We're definitely overpowered for him. And he seems to be weak to, he's radiant, so he's gonna be weak to these swords. That's one reason I have him. And they're both plus 10 because, like I was saying, I leveled them up in my first playthrough thinking they would get the special attack. But yeah, they're supposedly going to be adding special attacks to most of the boss weapons on an update real soon. So I'm excited to see that when it happens. I'll make a video about that and let you know what's changed. So far we have, like I said, Pieta and Elaine, the Starved Sword, which we'll get at the end of the Umbral ending. And then these two swords, which are both from the LightReaper, if you do Isaac's quest. And then the Way of the Bucket, which is DLC, that wasn't out when I was still working on the walkthrough, but just was released, and I just completed and put up a video how to do that. So yeah, I had to get all the way here in a New Game Plus second playthrough to record this, so it's quite a chore. So hopefully someone watches this. So now that we've defeated him, we're gonna head on back. Just grab a umbral moth so you don't have to watch me run. Go ahead and spend my points real quick. That's how much it costs now at level 203, 40,000 bigger. Or 30,000, what is it? Something like that. You can see there's not as many vestiges in New Game Plus. They disappear. Each round there becomes less and less. So you remember this is where we started the game. Our very first vestige. We're going to go down this way. So we first fought the LightReaper. And then to the left here is where you remember this was the first parasite we saw. But we need to go right. I'm just showing that for context instead of never shooting at me. I guess this is windy enough she probably wouldn't have hit us, but... Alright, and you'll probably remember there was a door here. I couldn't figure this out for the... like the first 2 weeks I was playing the game, I was like... I thought this would maybe be DLC or something, but... So the Umbral Tinged Blade skin that we got from defeating him. Go over here, and there's his body and all of his gear. Gauntlets, armor, helm, leggings, and sword. Alright, so we're by the beacon in Calrath. If you don't know how to get here, you just start at the bridge and work your way,
as you can see,
or Skyrest Bridge, and work your way back through the shortcut over by where you fought Pieta. Here's Andreas if you've been talking to him so far along, he'll be here. And then I think in an episode or two back, we went and got his book for him that he dropped when running from the Iron Wayfarer. Before you go in to fight the LightReaper, you're going to want to go up here. And there's a thing we got to do in Umbral, because he has a Umbral parasite protecting him. And he'll actually heal himself real slowly through the fight, which will make it like all but impossible. First off, I'm going to throw a seed down here, because we will probably die in this fight. Everything in New Game Plus I figured out is a lot more difficult. Boss fights are like, they feel like they're like 3 or 4 times as difficult. Their HP pulls are just ridiculous. I was trying to see where the Umbral Parasite is. I can't see it, but this is what you need to pull out right here. And then I think we can see it out there. Yeah, there it is down there. Anyways, that'll be gone. Yeah, we're by the beacon, you remember, and where we talked to the tortured prisoner when she was here. You remember that? So let me get out of Umbral, and then we'll get started. So with Andreas the Web, he said he'd help in the fight if you got his book for him. But he's gonna run away as soon as the fight starts, and then he'll fight you once it's over. Once it's over, I mean. So, and we gotta die anyways to summon Isaac. Normally he'll be right here on the right. Like with all the summons, you have to try it once without him. It's funny, he like, as soon as the dragon blows fire, he's just like, peace him out. He's such a punk. Alright, so now we can summon Isaac. I let myself lose to the LightReaper. Actually, I did that and then died a couple times because this is a pretty tough fight. So. And Isaac won't stay alive super long, so. What I've been doing in New Game Plus, so I didn't have to do this in my original playthrough, it wasn't that hard. But in New Game Plus, man, these bosses just have so much health. So I've been throwing on, I forget what it's called, but the Radiant incantation, or whatever you call it, that heals you over time. And it'll also heal allies too. And then I put down the thing if you stand in it to heal. So hopefully we could keep them alive a little longer. Didn't mean to do that one. That's one of the new spells we just got a couple days ago. Got a little Aureus' Judgment on him. If you're wondering why I'm only using one sword, especially when we have the counterpart to dual wield, so that spell I've got running uses mana over time. It just keeps lowering, and what I've done in New Game Plus, I have two of the, I think it's Nartoon, two of the runes that heal your, or replenish your mana, and I've got two of them in one shield, which you can only get one per playthrough. And then I'll also have two rings on to restore mana, which you only get one of those in a playthrough. But with all four, it's enough to just keep my mana level. It doesn't really go up or down. I think it may go up like real slow, but that'll just give us, you know, replenishing health. And that spell will just keep going until you die or run out of mana. So. Sometimes I do have to recast it if I run out. If I'm like using Lucent Beam or something on him, I may have to pop a. That's the thing we get too. That move he just did is the one we'll get with both of his swords that we already have after we defeat him. So he does that a lot. I like to dodge right after his thrust there. And then you'll get the timing. It's, see if I can see him do it. Again, you just have to dodge once for each flurry he does. So dodge. And then that's when you get your damage in. He'll do a combo where he does like a third flurry of 3, and then a flurry of 3, and then a flurry of 3. And then after all of them, he'll do like a big swing. And you'll have a chance. But sometimes he'll just do the one flurry and then jump out or so. But his moveset's pretty easy to learn. You're just going to have to kind of get good with this fight. I don't really have much else to can help you with. When he does that, watch out. He's got the big AoE, so get back so you can see the timing on the dodge, and you want to roll through it. That, you want to kind of walk to the right and then roll when he gets in the air. And that move's pretty easy to dodge. I'm sure you figured that out in all the times we've fought him at this point. So right there, that's when you'd want to get all your damage in. But my mana needing some love, so dodge, dodge, dodge. And I didn't even get it that time, but that's roughly the timing. When he does that move, you kind of want to sidestep dodge to the right or left. But if you're too far away, it circles back in itself, the pattern of his fire. So then you'll... That's why I like to dodge sideways, because if you dodge back, sometimes you'll step right in it. And then that's delayed. You want to make sure and dodge that, because it hits really hard. That one actually you want to dodge when the little boulders come out, right when he goes airborne, and then dodge again when he comes down on you. So I like to dodge and then tap again to roll, kind of at the right time. A lot of rolling in this fight. That's the one there I was talking about, jumping sideways. Dodge, dodge. Kind of that same flow every time. Because sometimes he'll stop it. When he does that, he's going to summon his dragon, so just be ready to roll out of it. Because that, actually, if that hits you full on, it'll kill you like in just one hit. So the best way to dodge it, I found, is just to kind of run horizontally and then roll right when it's about to hit you. So. Should have jumped sideways. Then he did it again, so you want to dodge sideways again. Dodge. Yeah, see, I missed that one. Almost got him, though. Dodge. Now we just smoke him. Yeah. And then run away, and... Whoa, the game glitched there. That was rough. That's the worst one I've ever seen. And it's been playing really smooth, too. So, you guys will go ahead and play this and get his remembrance for this fight. Last time I got it at Thief of the Chill Curse. So, alright. So now we can continue on. And like I said, as soon as we leave, the Andreas Web will be there waiting for us. So I'm going to go ahead and change my gear out. I just had everything I have on here to deal with the LightReaper and deal with his fire, so I'm going to get back to normal. Alright, so I got a little more set up to deal with what we got coming forward. Andreas the Web doesn't really do any elemental damage, but he does proc poison with his sword. So you may want to have like some type of poison resistance ready. Trying to see what we could use on him. Just use some umbral stuff. We don't ever use it. And then we'll throw the poison or the one that cures anything right next to it. And then we'll just throw on magic ward. I don't think he does any magic, but just in case. This isn't a hard fight, but it's not easy either. He's pretty quick, actually. I thought they'd make him a push. He kind of is a pushover, but he's not like a super pushover, you know. Must be weak. Damn, he just parried me.
I gave you every chance.
He does gloat, so you can get hits on him when he does. Sorry, throwing poison at us. Main thing is just have to get distance on him, and then I'm just gonna mow him with Lucent Beam. And he proc poison on me, that little bastard. You little bastard. See if I can get enough room to heal. Throw the poison on me. Alright. There we go. He's a goner. So alright, we're trying to make it to the vestige. Right ahead, there's all his gear and his sword. Let's see his sword real quick. It's got 80 poison build, and then like I said, I got it earlier from the walkthrough. So also in the walkthrough, for some reason, my recording, I think I had a crash or something, so I lost the recording of fighting him. And then I had already defeated the LightReaper earlier on, so I couldn't fight him. Let me take these out real quick, because we're going to have to clear an umbral entity right here. We're going to another Aureus Judgment. But, so the video after this one is going to be pick up from kind of the same spot. And it'll be where we fight the Iron Wayfarer. Right up here ahead. And I did not do his quest line in this playthrough. Because, this playthrough, the other one's the walkthrough. But, because it's just a little different with how you get the Rune of Adir. And I think I just forgot to talk to him someplace, so he'll actually be a little different. He's going to be Umbral based here, but when I fought him in the walkthrough, he was actually fire based, so the fight's actually different depending on whether you do his quest or not, which I had no idea until I was doing this. But anyways, what's going to happen here is after we defeat him, there's going to be a point where we're going to get this rune. And I actually already got it, but normally you'll get it from him. So you'll either already have it, or you'll get it from him. If you remember when he helped us in the Huntress fight a few episodes back. Or maybe in the last one. I don't know where this is going to be slotted. But there we need to pull that, and that'll allow us to open this door. But you'll either have the Rune of Adir or pick it up from him after you defeat him. If you want to do the Umbral ending, you'll just want to skip to the next episode. And when you get that rune, do not use it on the door or the little rock formation on the door, like right in the little area where we're about to fight him. If you want to do the Radiance or Inferno ending, just continue doing what I do in this episode. Again, if you want to do the Umbral ending, just jump to the next episode, and you can go to the part where I fight the Iron Wayfarer, and just continue like that, because that's the walkthrough is going to be the Umbral ending, since it's the most complicated. So that little rock thing over there, we're actually going to fight him in this. There's a Bringer of Stillness over there. We're going to fight him in this little area right here, and that little rock thing on that wall, which is actually a door. So yeah, so it's weird. I just heard that he's Umbral if you, I guess, don't do his quest, which was weird. I expected him to be fire, so I had no idea. He doesn't seem like they scaled him up with New Game Plus like they did the other enemies. His health doesn't seem all that different, or if it's different at all. Like some of the end bosses I just fought, like Judge Cleric, my lord, that fight took me a couple hours. It was rough. The time I beat her was literally a 20-minute fight. So it's no walk in the park. Holy crap. This fight's crazy because he just starts going nuts and you have like no room to move or see. I think this is probably easier though than the fire version of him. He's like constantly getting you with Ignite and that one. This is what I'm talking about. You can't even see. I'm trying to roll out of here and he's like, won't get out of my way. He just starts going crazy with his hammer. Umbral's shit popping off everywhere. It's like just mayhem. Oh my gosh. Almost got him though. Alright, so we're about to beat him. As soon as you do, you'll get the Rune of Vidir if you don't already have it. If you want to do the Umbral ending, again, jump to the next episode, follow what I do there. We'll leave and not open this. Do not interact with it. If you want to do the Radiant or Inferno ending, go ahead and use the Rune of Vidir right there on the door. Either way, that'll lock you in. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.